Alright guys, so I thought what I would do is continue on with a collective channel of messages and then look into some actual tarot, see what comes up and what is going to be coming up next, because I keep hearing like, good grief, good gracious me, what on earth do I do next? What do I do with myself? What do I do with myself? So some of you, it's kind of like probably boredom seems to be setting in. Now I heard Griffin, the name Griffin or Griffiths. But that's my channeled message of what they're saying to me is that there was an old school teacher called Mr. Griffiths. Okay, so what I'm picking up now is that some of you might be wondering what to do because the kids are now on holiday. And it's kind of like summer holidays, or the name Summer or Somerset or from Dorset, okay? But some of you are looking for a corset, I don't know. Some of you are looking for a course to actually do. Coursework, some of you, like your kids have come home from school and you've got coursework, or you are adults and you're doing like college and they're saying that there is coursework here to be done. Some of you, you're looking to actually take a driving course or an actual course in something of learning a new skill or something that you've got in mind that you want to do. And it might be around a Libra or a number 2, okay? But I'm definitely hearing this, like I've got coursework to do and I've got things to catch up on. So like I said, a lot of you, there's something that's arriving that you might be buying, or you've just bought, or you've sort of like gone online and actually found like a website or something that you're really interested in, and you are looking to do coursework of something that could be digital. They're saying digital, so it might be anything to do with around music or arts or anything like that, but they're saying like digital, like it's digital, it's not physically going, it's like teaching or learning like online. So if any of you are teachers out there, I feel that some of this COVID stuff might be still going around, and some people or like kids are now on holiday is what I'm hearing. I don't know, are they on holiday? I think it's around that time. But like you might be doing things like FaceTime or face chat and like teaching and something like that of around where you've got coursework and like all the kids are on holiday, but you don't get time off holiday because you have work to do. So it's kind of like that while the kids are in the background there, I've got plenty of work to do to be getting on with. So that's definitely something there. If you haven't seen this channel before, I literally just channel a load of messages off the cuff. And then pretty much what we do is we look into some tarot as well. So you might find it very bizarre for a second, but if you stick in there with the channel, you'll actually realise you'll probably start gathering together how it is that I actually channel for you. Okay, so you really could be doing with a Scorpio or an Aries. So this message could be dealing with around a Scorpio placement or a number 4. But I'm hearing, what do I do with myself because I'm bored? So there might be a life path number 4 here, or a Scorpio or Aries of like, I'm bored, I don't know what my next project is. Some of you, like you're waiting to get word from your project manager, from the name Manor or Maja. Okay, but I'm waiting for my next project and I'm waiting to get word by the teacher or by the person itself to see if I'm accepted. Okay. So I'm also hearing septicemia or eczema, or so eczema. Some of you, this might be to Emily, Melissa, Maria, Matilda, M, anybody beginning with E or M. Okay, Mara, Mari. I'm also hearing Mari, Mara, Maja. Anyway, but like I definitely keep hearing like we've got this course to do, and I'm waiting to get word to see what it is that, if I'm accepted or not, like if I'm accepted into college. I did hear septicemia though, but like I'm waiting to be accepted. It's kind of like someone's thrown out their CV or something like that, or thrown out Steve. They might just got rid of me, or you could have got rid of another person that's called Steve, or there is a Steve involved here. But I definitely keep hearing, I've just thrown out Steve and now I need to know what to do. Or I've just thrown. I'm also hearing the catchphrase of never throw stones in glass houses. So something to do with around glass windows or something like that. Now, stained glass windows, so from Stains, or the name Stains, but like glass blowing. So some of you, this could be church windows. I don't know why I'm hearing church windows or glass blowing, or like paint blowing, like putting paint by numbers or paint on it and then blowing it with a straw for some reason. I don't know what that's for. Is it? But like they keep saying like glass blowing or something blowing, like blowing on something to like arts and crafts wise and blowing on it. So I don't know if anything is like really hot and you have to blow on it, like, because I am definitely picking up like glassware, unless you're smoking bongs, but like glass and you're tucking on it and you're probably not blowing, you're probably sucking. It depends what you're sucking on. But like I definitely keep hearing like I'm either sucking or blowing. So someone's having a right good time here, sucking and blowing. But anyway, let's look at the stained glass windows or blowing paint or blowing glass is what I keep hearing, like blowing glass. The looking glass, spirograph. So some of you, like I said, you've got messages here of around like art design and like spirograph and like digital though. I think this came up through actual star signs that I was doing around styrographs and spiritual patterns is what I keep hearing. Spiritual patterns. So kind of like seeing spirits in paint or in water is what they're saying. Like I can physically see images within an image, like an image within an image, or like spitting image. So you might be helping me out with my t-shirts that I'll tell you about later. But like I'm looking for a spiritual image or a spitting image. So yeah, like a caricature, like I'm drawing faces or something like that, like a caricature. But I've actually kind of got one. I've actually looked into these t-shirts collective and I've kind of halfway there getting it all up and running. It is a long process. I have to be accepted for a W8 Ben again in order and Ben number and send it off to the tax and then be taxed for it again, man. The old Americans are absolutely ripping me with my tax. God, man, £380 I think it was that I was taxed on a small amount of money for 1 month by America. So I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to go into that because that's money. That's private. But like, yeah, man, I've been taxed up the woozwanger. But so something like that. So some of you could be dealing with a Cancerian because I'm hearing tax. Okay, taxing. Okay, looking at taxes. So some of you might be looking at driving or like filling out forms to do with your tax, and your income tax is coming up and it's due, and it's something around like having to fill out a form in order to be able to send it off and stuff like that for a lot of you. Okay, or you might do it as a living. Okay, so let's go back to this good grief, good gracious me, what do I do with grace? I'm also hearing. But I think the majority of the messages here for you are what do I do with myself now the kids are on holiday? Or what do I do with myself after all of this grief? And good gracious me, now what do I do? It's kind of like a lot of people have gone through like long drawn out cycles of separation, or the name Michael or Michelle or Mika or Melia, Sensamilia. Oh really? That person again, if any of you guys are interested, watch the Aquarius reading that I did. There was loads of spirit messages in there from deceased loved ones. It doesn't matter if you're an Aquarian or not. You have to know about numerology and how I read also, okay? So my advice would be, so save me putting it out, just watch the Aquarian reading if you're looking for deceased loved ones and names, okay? Because they really relate to a lot of people. But that person's coming through again that had that like, Donna Amelia, Master Mama, that's the pasta. So... I don't know, like Italian or like, I don't know, someone that speaks like that and it's a pasta. So I don't know what that's for. But anyway, so it could be a spirit again, still trying to like shout. This person's very demanding that I can hear, like shouting and demanding certain things within your energy. I don't know if it's a spirit or a person that's around you, but it's very shouty. Like shouts a lot and screams and like I'm also hearing like scream. All scream for ice cream. Some of you put the ice cream down. You're probably eating ice cream. Or screaming, like a screaming match. Okay, some of you need to go for a screen test. That because I did pick that up through some star sign channeling that was around needing to go to get something checked because I picked up melanoma. Okay, so like getting a smear test or a cancerous test or like, I don't know, just getting a checkup from the hospital or the doctors. So some of you have got appointments anyway, I feel, that are coming up, because what my spirit is saying, that you've got something coming up that's a checkup. Okay, so I was hearing Czechoslovakia or Czech. I'm seeing a zebra, Deborah's, but like a zebra, like a zebra crossing. So black and white. Something with black and white, like a deeper shade of pale or something. I don't know, black and white. I keep saying black and white, black and white, black and white. Okay, so that might be something to do around the art that you might have coming up. So let's go back anyway, because the first message that started off this is what I kept hearing all of the time was, good gracious me, good grief, what do I do next? What do I do now? And for a lot of you, that might be where a cycle has really ended for a lot of you. And you're kind of like trying to pick yourself up. And it's kind of like, you know, when, because I'm hearing, I can't live with or without you. Okay. And it's kind of like, I'm also hearing heather or weather. Okay. Take the weather with you everywhere you go. Always take the weather. But yeah, not an Australian. They're not Australian. They are somewhere near there. Anyway, it's kind of like this, like, I don't want to live with you, but I also can't live without you either. And like, it's kind of like, how can we be lovers if we can't be friends? Of like trying to be someone's friend, or wanting to be someone's friend, or kind of wanting to hear from them, but kind of not wanting to hear from them, kind of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this ending of like, what do we do now? I kind of miss you, but I also don't want all of the grief that comes along with the actual relationship. Like, so I don't know if the people are thinking this or wanting this, or like, I don't really want tying down, but I want to, there's Debbie, tie me up, but just don't tie me down. So some of you might be, like I said, you might be just wanting sex or something like that, or like something casual. I keep hearing like the name casual, or cashmere, or chamomile, Melanie, Milo, something to do with Milo. Anyway, like casual. Like I just want something that's casual, nothing that's like full on, full-time relationship, marriage and all that. I just want something that's casual. Okay, so like casual sex, or just talking to the person casually as a friend. Okay, some of you might be going to cash and carry, or you could be dealing on a cash app, or it's just on a cash basis that you're earning money. It's like, I can earn money, but it can only be cash. I can't really accept anything other than cash. So are you actually like selling something and it can only really be cash? Okay, but I definitely keep hearing like cash and carry, and people like rushing out to supermarkets and buying a load of bulk items for something. Like I need to buy things in bulk, like a cash and carry. So like a huge supermarket, but here we call them cash and carry because you can buy things in bulk but buy it cheaper. Okay, buy it cheaper. So it's basically designed for people that are like hairdressers, people that own restaurants, pubs, and they can go and they can buy large quantities, unless it's large quantities of ganja, and then you're really not going to get an offer on that, Tyrone. But like, well, I don't know, it's illegal in the UK, so. But like, well, unless it's Amsterdam and places like that. But I keep hearing like, we're going to cash and carry and buying things in bulk. Okay, or I need to go to cash and carry and buy something in bulk. Some of you are dealing with, like I said, a cash app, a cash app, cache. Some of you are also trying to empty your cache around tracking cookies. This is what I was saying about the COVID lot that are all moaning about COVID. There's actually been 4 other people since my video yesterday when I was shouting and screaming at people in the, sorry about that by the way, in the Pisces reading. There has now been another word that my mother's got. She just like to tell people everything, but she's now informed me that 4 other people now have been diagnosed with actual, well, actually I'm hearing cancer, but 4 people that have actually been diagnosed with COVID-19. Okay, and the majority of these people have had their COVID jab, but majority of them also now that haven't. okay, that haven't, and they're actually intensive care. They're really ill, okay. So, yeah, I don't know what this is around emptying. See, that's what I was saying. You see, everybody's like, oh no, you're going to be having all of these computers and supercomputers injected into you and God knows what else. And my argument was, well, you have a fucking phone and you have a computer. What makes you think that you're not being tracked by that? So it's no good going through your tracking cookies trying to delete all of those, thinking that the government's watching you, because the government even watches you when you walk out your fucking front door, because there's cameras everywhere. So I don't know if anyone's paranoid and schizophrenic as fuck or what, I don't know. But I definitely keep hearing like someone that's going through their cache or their cash app and like taking everything out of their cash app. Or like you are on like Bitcoin or something and you are kind of like looking at it and the level's rising, and then when it reaches a certain amount, I'm going to take it out and take it all out of my account. So some of you are trying to take all of your stuff out of your account. Okay. Unless someone's trying to take things out of your account and you're doing it for a good reason. But like I said, don't let that be a metaphysical reason. It has to actually be a reason. But there is something here around banking and around money and cash app and taking it all out. Okay, so I don't know if a lot of you like you buy things in cash and you have to take everything out of your bank account in order to be able to do something. Because I'm hearing I need to draw it all out, like I need to draw the whole lot. Okay, so I need to take it all out. So like empty one's account of some sort. I don't know what that is, whether that's a disturbing message of where someone's trying to empty someone's account, like I'm trying to empty your accountant, or I'm trying to contact my accountant and tax and stuff like that, and I'm trying to empty you. Trying to empty it. I don't know what that's for. There. Trying to empty your account to make sure there's nothing in it. So, oh, okay. So some of you have got children or someone that you know of that has your credit card or something, and you've told them there's a certain limit that I'm going to give you, and it's going to be a card, and you can have the card, but there's only a certain amount of limit on it of money. And like I said, some of you are trying to stop your kids from using your credit account or something, or your kids are all like ordering loads of shit all online, and you've got like a certain card that you've got, okay, and it might be like a family card or I don't know, but whatever it is, I keep seeing that someone has a banking card, but they're putting a cap on, or a Capricorn, they're putting a cap on their limit of a card to say, look, you can have a card, but there's a limit. Like you can't. It's kind of like when children go out and stuff like that, and they want like things to buy, or if they're going on holiday or something, and you can say, look, there's a cash card here, and you can have it, but I want you to spend it on like things for your phone and stuff like that, and here's your card, and there's a limit on it, and if you've spent it and you spend it all on shit and crap and whatnot, you're not going to get any more until next month. Okay, I mean, when I was a kid, I used to get 50 pence. That was my pocket money until I went to work, and then I started earning £2.50. But like, yeah, for my father used to give me 50 pence pocket money, 50p. That's probably like, what do you old guys call it? 60 cents? 60 cents? Yeah, mine used to be 50p. But nowadays, I suppose that people are kind of like doing everything digitally by phone and pinging money across. So, okay, so some of you might be buying things and it's kind of like a bank transaction. Like you buy it and then somebody comes and says, oh yeah, I will buy that off you. Okay, well, you're going to have to ping it over to my account because I don't want cash. I just want it digitally done. I mean, that's normally how I do things. If I ever sell anything, I never accept cash because of fucking dodgy notes floating around in the UK. So I always make sure that it's gone into an account here. But like something like that, like I said, going digital and having cash apps and cash ready. I keep hearing cash ready. Have your cash ready. So someone's going to have something ready at the door, or you might be buying something and you might have to pay cash with it, or a cash app, or something around like, can I pay for it on my phone? And you pretty much like Apple Pay. and you press the button, it goes clink, and it pays it. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but that's a message there for somebody. Something to do around buying and selling and paying things via a cash app, and like emptying an account or something like that, or like, can you take it out of a certain account but not this one? Or some of you have got children and you're putting certain amounts of money in their account and not letting them really have full access to the full lot. You just send money over to them, or to a different country, and send money over to a different country. So, like, to support family for people that live in different countries. I just hope there are not other people that live in other countries and it's like the UK and they're kind of like getting money off the government and then sending it across to other countries. That's, I don't agree with that one. But believe you me, that does happen. People come here and they claim, which is absolutely fine. But some people do claim off the UK benefit service, and then they don't work and they claim money off the UK of benefits. They get a house and a home and clothing and mortgage and everything else all paid for, and then they go and collect money each month, and then they actually take some of that money and they send it across to their families in other countries. Now, I can agree, obviously, that other countries may be desolate, but coming in this country when you can find work is one thing. Not prepared to find it, that's another. Not being able to get work at this time, that's a completely different matter. Okay, there. So I don't know if any of you, like I said, you're trying to find money to send over to somebody here in a different country or state somehow. Well, that was a long-winded message. So that's something that you could have going on here. So back to the original message, collective. Good gracious me, good grief, what do we do now? I generally feel like a lot of people have gone through like a huge cycle of split up and break up, split up and break up. And it's kind of like this feeling of nostalgia that I was saying through some of the readings that I'm still getting, that actually started this message off for a lot of you. And they're saying like all of this, like there are possible chances of reconciliation, because it's kind of like time is kind of, it's kind of like it's ticking, or they keep saying like time is ticking, where it's coming to a specific point in time of like speaking as like, you know, when you've had an argument or you've split up and you can soon come to terms with it, and then you can like try to be friends or something and then see how that goes. It kind of feels like that, if I'm honest. Okay, like that feeling of like an ending but not like a proper ending, or well, I mean, I can't always tell you, or Laura, the name Laura. Okay. Some of you that are unequivocally not going with exes and stuff like that, you're just generally thinking, okay, what next? Because I definitely heard that, oh dear, what can the matter be? There's always something. Okay, so whatever next, whatever can I do next? It feels like a lot of you are very curious about what to do next. Now, I don't know if that's involving a person or a thing, or me, Stephen King. But like, what can I do next? What can I get interested in next? What can I do that's going to help things out? So that's just intergalactic messages there for some of you that are coming up. What I'm going to do is very quickly is turn off the camera, and then we're going to look at to what is actually coming up next collectively. But we're going to look at some different actual cards. But I need to take a few moments break, have a cigarette, have a drink, gather my thoughts so I don't get bored while I'm doing actual reading and it's going on too long. Okay, so you won't notice, but it'll just skip over to it in a second.
You could be the ace face. Don't miss this party. Prizes at the door. 130 Wardour Street, Central London.
Okay, everybody, so what I thought I would do is I just want to just say something, okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to look at earth, fire, air, and then water, okay, and then what is basically going to be coming towards you guys as a collective energy of different elements, okay. So we're going to do it slightly differently, but what I do want to say is for a lot of you guys that don't understand, okay, feminine energies are actually supposed to be reaching out to, because I get a lot of these questions, okay, and I thought it's probably a good place in order to answer a few of the questions. Feminine energies, and a lot of people always ask in the comment section, I'm watching basically, so you shouldn't really watch tarot card readings for an aspect of looking to see if the person's going to communicate, and you want to, because you're just manifesting a load of confusion and you're using tarot in the wrong way. Okay, so for all of you guys that have those burning desire questions of, is this person going to be reaching out to me in the future? Okay, if this time limit has been going on for quite some time, you have to be the one that reaches out. Feminine energies always really have to reach out to masculine energy. Okay, so if you've got those burning questions and desires of like, okay, I need to watch a tarot card reading to see if the person's going to be reaching out, okay, then ask yourself the question, why am I not reaching out to the person? Okay, because I need to try and dwindle through some of the people that get so confused around tarot readings. Okay, so let's have a look, because what I do want to focus on really is for the people that are not shouting and screaming and arguing, that are not married, that basically need to get divorced, people that are kind of like really curious about what's coming up next for them because they don't have malice and shouting and screaming in their heart. We'll see what comes up, but okay, so we're going to look at Earth for a start. Okay, so if any of you can, just list and links times in the actual description, and then I'll put it actually in my description, and then that'll leave little links in the actual video itself, in enabling you in order to be able to just look at the playhead there and then just skip through to the actual tarot reading part. Okay, so I'd appreciate that if anybody could just put the time, okay, like channel messages, earth signs, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Okay, so earth signs. So what's coming up for the earth signs? So, oh really, 2 cards, both of them in reverse. So you got earth signs, you got Virgo qualities here a lot, 2-9 energies, because somebody could have finished, there could have been a turn down. Okay, and I don't really know what to do, whether I am single, like I am single but I don't want to be single. I am actually really looking for either one, the person I'm still connected with, or I'm looking for someone new, or basically I just want leaving alone, because there's probably no communication here whatsoever. Okay, someone, or the name Trevor, I'm also hearing Trevor or Tracy. Okay, and I'm kind of like single but I don't want to find anybody else. There's a specific person in my mind that I want. Okay, but it might be very difficult in order to communicate, because like I said, if you're on this timeline here, earth signs, and you're thinking, you know what, I'm kind of single but there's a person I really want to get back with and it's my ex, but I'm not reaching out, then ask yourself the question, why is it that you want to be with your ex but you don't reach out to the person to say hello or something, or at least talk? Okay, because these can be a lot of energies of fear. Okay, fear of moving on, fear of moving forward, because a 9 will always state that I'm not over yet, it's not finished, it's not over. Okay, so because it's not 10. So basically, some of you earth signs, you're not prepared to actually, like, it's kind of like you are finished and you are single but you don't want to be single, but you don't actually want to move on and meet anybody else. You actually want your ex back, more than likely, for some of you here. Okay, now if you're Virgos and you're watching and you are like completely and utterly lost, and you are in a circumstance that you don't want to be in but you are, then you have a hell of a lot of karma here of denial, because these both cards, to me, all 9s mean denial. Okay, that I'm in denial. This is where everybody's in the comment section, I don't even want a relationship and I don't want everything else and I don't even want to be in the circumstance that I'm in. But are you doing anything about actually getting out of where you don't want to be in order to find more? Okay, because you have to go outside of the box when you're a 9. You have to look for the 10 energy. Okay, something that's physically going to change your life for the better. It'll only be what you do about it. That's what I'm saying. Some of you earth signs here, you're physically like, I don't quite know what to do with myself, so I need to find a project or a person or something other to help me, okay, get through this time. Okay, so it might be a friend that you're actually looking for. If you are dating, I don't think you are, I just think what you are is looking for someone, right? You're looking for someone. But for some of you, I keep getting the cross-matched energy of, well, I'm a Virgo energy or an earth sign energy, and I am looking for someone new. But then I'm getting some of you of like, well, I'm still attached to my ex and I don't really want to move away from that person, and I'm kind of single but I don't really want to find anyone else, or I just can't find anyone else, right? So, but for some of you there is a message there of like, I am still connected with somebody and I don't want to leave, or like you're at home and you don't want to leave, like, or you're just blatantly not leaving and you know that you should, and you know the circumstance that you're in is not going to help if you're attached with someone that you're living with. Say like you've got an ex-husband, because some of these people here, they're living in circumstances that they hate. Okay, so like I'm living with these people that I don't want to be around, but I'm never really going to be able to find anyone to date because I have my ex-husband around, or I have my husband or my boyfriend, but not boyfriend, and I've had kids and children with them, or children or kids, both. Right? But like, I'm in a circumstance, I've had children, I'm not dating this person or even seeing this person, but I still can't move away because I can't meet anyone, because I'm not actually classed as where I can get away from the male energy that is tormenting me, and narcissistic and controlling, violent, and all of the above. How do I ever really sort my life out to find anything that I want without physically being able to leave this circumstance? Okay, because this is a codependent. Because to me here, this would say that I have children, okay, I've got an ex and I really don't want to move on or away from them, okay, but if I'm not doing anything about it, then what do I do with myself? You know, what do I do with myself? And if I do want someone, then I have to look further afield, okay, or there is a message, like I said, for some of you earth signs, where you're like, I'm single, but I don't want to be. And I don't actually believe that me and my ex are yet finished, that there may be a chance for us in the future, but at this time, nobody seems to be making any moves upon anybody, okay? Because it's kind of like this very stubborn ego way of looking at things, of like, well, if I'm not going to change my mind and they're not changing theirs, and I'm not speaking to them and they're not speaking to me, then who's speaking? Nobody. So somebody here has to be the energy that drops the ego and actually communicates with a person to say that I miss you, I want you, or can we at least speak, because I'm finding it very difficult to move on. Okay. If you like, no, I can't reach out to them because blah, 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 your ego is still very much attached here, because you may not know what the reply is going to be of the other person, right? You don't quite know how to approach them. Okay. So that's kind of a progression of earth signs at the moment. So what's coming up for the earth signs? For Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. What's coming up for the earth signs, please? Five of Cups, you see? You got like a Sagittarian or Taurus person that may have it in their chart. Okay, and I don't know if I'm going forwards or backwards, and I don't know my head from my arsehole. Basically, I'm still connected with this person. There's a huge energy of a family codependent energy here. Like, I don't like the person I live with, and I actually don't want to be around my family. But for some of you, actually live around your family and you don't have any other way out, okay? Some of you just do not get on with your family at all, okay? And you can't ask these people for support because you don't think that they're going to give you it, okay? Some of you, when it comes to your love life, you are more than likely broke up and split up here. And there's been a huge cycle, but there's still this energy of five, of feeling nostalgia of not being able to reach out to the person, but also still wanting to, okay? Because it's kind of like, you know, when there's difficult times ahead, you know, if you haven't got a fucking idiot in your life, and this person's quite generally okay, then I'm also hearing K or Kevin also. But like, I still can't move on from my ex. I'm still attached to them. I still want to be with them, but am I physically watching this reading and I'm the one that's actually not reaching out to the person I want to? That's the main message there, earth signs. Am I still attached to a person that I want to speak to, but I can't because I'm actually not? Might be something to do around a Piscean, right? Because like I said, it's always the feminine energies that have to reach out to the masculine, okay? Because if you don't have to, but what I'm saying is if you're wanting to and you don't, that's what I'm saying. If you want to reach out, why is it that you're not, okay? Is it because of fear of rejection? Is it because not knowing what the person's going to say if you did, okay? Or is there like, there's nothing that I can say, all I can really do is just feel separated and avoid the person that I still feel have feelings for, okay? So my advice would always be, unless you're dealing with someone that sleeps with other people, then obviously fucking no, okay? But if you haven't, then basically reach out to the person, okay? So earth signs, what have they got coming up, please? Oh, there you go. Whew. I'm not going to take all of those, but oh, Jesus Christ, man. I've got to. Jesus. Earth signs. Y'all got like a mixed up bunch of fucking emotions here. Like I said, like some of you, you're really trying to avoid family. This is a Narc family right here. A Narc family. I'm not kidding you. So like I said, if you're earth signs and you're watching and you're saying, fucking hell, Steve, I can't wait until you get that hands up if you're batshit crazy t-shirt going, because my family are fucking lunatics. Here, that's like every codependent sign within a mother here, that some of you are really struggling around your mum here. Like really, again. Because this also represents mum. Because it could be a care worker, or someone that has to care for somebody, or like somebody that just will not stop focusing on their child or their grandchild. They just smother them with way too much energy. Now, if your grandmother's out there and these children are like, I don't know, 2 or 1 or 3, then fine if it's consented by the person. But I'm picking up here of adults that are being smothered by a person, being left out by family members whilst one concentrates and like just, well, there's a fucking huge narcissistic energy here. Like huge. Because this is batshit crazy. In reverse, with all of these cards, this is the biggest narcissistic energy within this group that I'm speaking of, or may relate. Could also be involving a Piscean, Virgo also 9, but Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces, but it's also a Virgo because it's a 9. You got another 9, and then you got the devil with all of these other 9s and God knows what else. Gemini and Capricorn, 6, Gemini, Capricorn, they come up as the same. So you got Virgo, basically, Gemini and Capricorn, huge here. Placements of people within your soul group. Now, if you guys here are begging to get back with this person, but controlling yourself not to, but you want them, and don't know what to do because of control, then someone here has lost control of their emotions and their feelings completely and utterly, and want reconciliation, but they want the person to change that much. See, these are people that go through the fucking twin flame stuff, you know, twin flame stuff, and can't, like, I can't reach out, I want you, I can't, but I want to and I can't and I don't know. And what happened, and is there, I got asked loads of these questions this month. Is there, like, can you tell me what's going on Patreon, and can you tell me if there's chance of reconciliation? Do you want to? If you do, why is it that you're not reaching out yourself? Okay, because then I'll ask that to people and I say, fuck no, because they're a narc. But I want to know, is there reconciliation? I don't get those questions. Like, I don't get why people want to know that, right? No, they're a narc, they're everything else and blah, blah, blah. But is there going to be reconciliation? Can you tell me, you know, is there chance of this person reaching out? You got a hell of a lot of lessons to learn here. That's for you guys that are in a metaphysical twin flame that have been wanting this person for ages, okay, to change. But majority of this is around a family. And this is around your actual, like, there is a lot of codependency of marriage but not married type sort of thing here with this 6. Because it's a lot of, like, we don't get on, we hate each other, we're never really on the same page. I'm trying to avoid them as much as I possibly can, but I can't. Every time I open the door, does the person hear the fact that the door's open? Every time do I go in the kitchen, do they hear the drawer open? You know, and I just can't possibly escape this person, because every time I go into the kitchen or the front room, do they end up coming out and pausing the television and coming out and making me feel uncomfortable because they're around me. And you pick up such a bad vibe from this person that they still won't stop making you feel uncomfortable. And if you tell them, you're fucked, because then you have an argument. If you don't tell them, they do it even more. The more you avoid them, the more they come at you. Right? That's kind of what the earth signs have got, like, you know, coming up. But is there chance of reconciliation? Yes, if you want to reach out to that person there. Okay. So, just realised that it's actually really fucking hot in here. And what we've got to do. So let's have a look at fire signs. What has fire signs got coming up for them? Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. For the fire signs, what have they got coming up? Any messages for fire signs? Any messages for fire signs? Four of Swords in reverse. Gemini. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, life path 4, life path 6, or a Gemini for fire signs. Some of you are just actually taking a break from a Gemini, okay? Or you're taking a break with one, okay? You're on break. So some of you have just kind of split up and you're trying to gather your thoughts and your mind about the channel messages of what to do next. If this is to do with around love fire signs, of like, do I actually take a break from the person and just let the energy settle down before I reach out to them? Or is it completely over? Or are we actually together and we are in love and we are with one another, but we're just taking a break, like we've gone out for somewhere that's relaxing? Okay, is what I'm hearing. Jackie, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine. Okay, but we're just taking a bit of a breather. But for some reason I keep picking up that you're doing it together with someone here. But for some of you, fire signs, you've actually just on like a few days break, or just like, I also keep hearing gone for a couple of days break away or something like that. Fire signs of what they've got coming up, please. So you've got Libra, a decision, another 2 for a lot of you. Okay. So like I said, you're just in contemplating mode. Okay. There seems to be a hell of a lot of duality fire signs here around this decision that is kind of ultimately that someone tries to take control of the whole scenario. It is difficult for me because if you know my channel, I'm a numerology reader, but I can't really do that here. Okay. Let's continue. Because it's kind of like I want love, and this is a couple here. This is a couple that are not really in love. They just date. They're just sort of like seeing each other. Like sometimes my mother does this. Elderly couple, okay. They have gone out today, okay, with a Leo. Happens to be his birthday. Happy birthday, Brian. But like a couple that go out, they spend some time with one another, but they're not in a relationship. This is just sometimes when some people get slightly older sometimes. Well, I mean, fuck me, bro. It doesn't matter how old you are. But some people that don't want commitment, to be honest, that works for them really well. There's no relationship there, but there's spending a lot of time with one another for moments of the day, okay? So there's no like rules and regulations that we have to do anything and that you have to ring me every day and that we see each other for like 5 or 10 minutes each day, and then occasionally we go out for a meal and stuff like that and spend our time, because both being retired, like a retired couple, okay. But I'm also picking up, I'm very tired and wary of not knowing really what to do, because I'm still kind of in love with the person, I'm still attached, but I don't know if we're actually on break or not. Okay, fire signs, what the fire signs got coming up, please. So you could be dealing with a Piscean, the Wild, and King of Wands, Leo for me, but Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So I told you, there's still an attachment to someone here via multimedia kind of energies, but there may not be, because there's decisions. Do I reach out to this person and speak to them, or am I just very curious about what they're up to, but I don't like kind of like following their Facebook, following their Twitter, following someone online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube or whatever, and I'm watching someone out for them online to see what they're doing, but it's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of that. I'm trying to make a decision of like, I still want the person, I still want to be around them, but I don't know yet if it's safe to approach to ask them. Because that's there. That's a multimedia message. Via anything. Via phone. Okay. Also via travel, needing some support around traveling also. So some of you might not have a car and you might not be able to travel, and you're only pretty much just kind of stuck wondering what this person's doing, not really being able to like see anything other than just really things that are online, pictures, what are they doing, where are they, tracking them, right? Because that can also be you guys watching YouTube, Facebook, tarot card readings, of wondering is this person going to come back and stuff like that, and you know, are they going to reach out without me reaching out? Because it's curious. That's why it's curiosity killed the cat. It's finding out, trying to find out info of what to do about this scenario. So it can be seeking tarot card readings, tarot card reading, personal. Fire signs. Six of Cups. Some of you physically are, or you've just got a lot of things going on with the family. You could really be relating to some of those people that are in the fucking earth sign reading. Okay. There's an event here, like I said, going out as an actual couple. So some of you really are an actual couple, or you are like a, I don't know, like I said, that goes on where you do things together around the family and the house and the home and blah, blah, blah. Some of you are actually spending time with your family, but still curious about your love life. Majority of you are in an actual relationship here, fire signs. Yeah, some of you are really contemplating on whether you are actually speaking or not. It's kind of like a lot of you are curious about what's going on with your partner, but you may not actually be reaching out and speaking to them. Because for me, these are Leos. This is a Leo, this is a Leo. But I'm doing fire signs. So basically, you know, it's kind of like a lot of you are very curious about what your partner's doing, but you're not actually reaching out and you're deciding not to, but you're actually deciding to look to see what they're doing. Have they changed yet? Have they changed their mind? Would they change their mind? How am I going to know if I don't reach out and ask? Okay. So you kind of got that. Some of you are actually visiting friends. Okay, actually visiting friends. Let's clarify through these. There's no point. I don't think I clarified the earth signs, but there's no point because that was just full of fucking narcissism. I think that was more to do with around family, to be honest. Earth signs, you're going to have a lot of duality within that because you know, because of it being Earth. Capricorn energies and Taurus and fixed energies. Four of Swords in reverse was that. King of Swords. Some of you are just focused on your business, fire signs, but if you are educated enough to know, and you've followed my channel for a while, fire signs, and Earth if you're watching, is the numerology. Because if you're a fire sign, you have to know the numerology of the fire sign. So if you're a Leo, you can watch it as an Aquarian. Okay. And obviously Sagittarius, you can watch it as a 5. Okay. But I can't go over that as a video explains it below. But some of you are concentrated on your work and your finances and your business, taking a break and taking a breather from work and taking it easy a little bit. The lovers. 9 of Cups. It's coming through from the Earth energy because it's Virgo quality, or life path 9. Still in love, but denial love, meaning like if I want it, I have to reach out for that 10. If I want it to be a 10 of Cups, I'm going to have to reach out. Because it's kind of like the person makes me happy, but also sad by me not reaching out to the person to find out and speak. Okay, Justice. So if all you guys are like, fuck no, I'm not reaching out to them, well, you know, you're just kind of like going around in circles, being connected with a person still that you're not talking to, Justice. 2, again, I don't know why all these Libra energies are here. What's the 2 of... 2... 6 of Cups in reverse in this one. See, a lot of you are not in a relationship here. You're just connected, wondering what to do about actually reaching out. You know. Like I said, people's lives and people's minds change during times of separation. You never know what you're going to get in a box of chocolates. When the energy becomes very smothered and can't breathe and fucking just can't cope and can't breathe, right? Normally, when that happens, if you give people time of breather, you don't know what's going to happen. But for a lot of you, you're kind of wanting conversation and you're wanting to talk, but you're actually not doing it. Because it's here. There is a chance of bringing this back upright because it is here. So there is chance, but it depends on if anyone's reaching out and speaking. What's the world for? The world. Leo. There you go. Could be a Leo. So there is watching on tarot cards or watching someone's multimedia site or tarot stuff and speaking to someone online. What's the King of Wands? You might be speaking to a new person for a lot of you. Yeah, there you go. So you're either watching, like I said, these people are the ones that are watching Facebook or YouTube. If you're a YouTube watcher and you're watching like tarot card readings, you're the ones that are spying on someone that you're not communicating with. I don't know why people think that other people are spying and watching when someone says, yeah, they're stalking the shit out of you. It's because you're watching tarot. You're thinking about the person very curiously to find out what it is that this person's doing. Because these are fire signs that are all watching out to see what's going on online. Okay, so a common interest. Or like needing to speak. Like watching and trying to find out but not really knowing because I'm not speaking. Unless you've got a new person for some of you. And you don't want to ask because you could have a couple of options. 6 of Cups, 4 of Cups. You need to make an offer here to a Scorpio or an Aries. What will happen if this person speaks with a Page of Wands? Libra, a choice will be made if you do. Might be a Libra friend that you've got. Yeah, there might be a new person for a lot of you. You've got 3 new energies here, or the old one. But somebody needs to reach out and speak. Some of you have got children with this person and you're not actually speaking with them because that's the father of the child. And you're not speaking with those, but some of you could be in individual relationships between the energies of Libra. I have a child with a person I'm not speaking with, okay, or a friend that I'm not speaking to, or you've got a couple of 3 options that you are speaking to, okay? Because all pages, they should be text messaging, and if they're not, it's because they are thinking and watching and spying and wanting to, but actually physically not doing it. And then looking for a tarot card reading to say, is communication coming up yet? And nothing happens because you haven't been the ones that go and get what you want. You know, you have to be assertive. If you want your past back and you want your ex and you want to know what they're doing and you're curious, then reach out, you know. But obviously not to a person that's been lying, cheating, manipulating, stealing, and you're just going to sit there and hate them but want them and not hate them and want them, because you're going to get very mixed up. Okay. So that is fire signs. Whew, what have I dedicated myself to here? What's going on with air signs? Coming up for air signs. So Leo or Aquarian, moon in reverse air signs. Some of you are having a right barney with your mother, or you're trying to avoid your mum here, or you are mothers. Depends if you are mothers and your children are trying to avoid you, they're doing it for some sort of reason. Right, air signs. But some of you are not speaking to your partner. This is a Leo and Aquarian energy. They might not be speaking here. I don't know if any of you are very curious about what they're doing or whether, you know, are they going to speak or not. But that's a blocked energy because I'm very unsure of whether we're speaking or not. I don't know if you're in the background there or not. Might be a Pisces. Air signs. Yeah, there you go. Knight of Cups, air signs. Oh, 2 of Cups in reverse. There's a chance of reconciliation, but the feminine energy more than likely has to reach out. If you want to get back with this person, if you don't, then I don't know what you're watching for. But like, if you want to get back with a person, somebody has to reach out to try and reconcile the energy of the 2 of Cups. Okay, you're having a definite barney with family. This is a dysfunctional 6 of Cups. Even if it was upright, it's a dysfunctional energy. Doesn't work. It's a mirror. Bipolar. We just can't never seem to get on the same page. Some of you are actually worrying about that within your love life. That will we ever really seem to be on the same page or not? Will we ever really get back together or not? Some of you really could be dealing with a Piscean. Air signs. Yeah, there's a good possible chance, air signs. You've got Leo here, more than likely, probably 2 cards, 2 Leos. There's a chance here if someone reaches out, because somebody wants it. That's what I'm saying. in the actual sign of fire, when I was doing that, Leo were coming up. That's what I'm saying. There's a chance there, but somebody has to reach out to the person. Could be a friend, but somebody has to reach out to reconcile this Two of Cups because it's curious. Air signs. Yeah, so air signs, y'all should be well alright with money. There's a very stable person here. It's around like Leo, Aquarian, and then the number, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So air signs, you've got someone that's very stable around you here. As I'm saying, this is my mother that's just gone out with a Leo here, right, for one's birthday. But yeah, there's a chance. Air signs. Destiny is fulfilled, but then 5 comes. Someone starts to back down and not worry, or starts worrying. It could be on a friend basis. There's things going on at home with the mother, though, here in the 5. Sagittarius, Taurus placement. It's going to be a Taurus, but it could also be a Sagittarius if it's a Sag, because of the number. But, like, yeah, real difficult energy of a placement there, of trying to get on the same page. 10 of Cups, yeah, like some of you could really just be really happy within yourselves, or like wondering if this person's going to actually reach out. The Moon in reverse. 9, so it's coming from the Earth energy. I was doing the Earth. That's the batshit crazy mum energy there. But yeah, like I'm happy, single, but not. Because that's happy, well, that's single, healthy, fit, ready for a relationship, but is there one? Without me finding one. Unless you've got a new person. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, 8 of Cups, Leo energy or Aquarian has to go towards this 2 energy here for reconciliation if you want it. Towards a Piscean, 3, possible here. So there could be dating or speaking, but has to be contacted for any of you guys are relating to wanting a Piscean, 3 here. Ace of Wands. There still can be vice versa though. Double-ended sword for whatever you're watching it for. Because, you know, air signs, you've obviously got Gemini, Libra, Aquarian, Moon, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. 2 of Swords. Libra is now here. A decision on what to do about strength. Here, new person, friend, or foe, or just watching. Leo energies, through the last fire energy, they're all got the ones that are spying and watching and trying to figure out of what to do about actually whether there's reconciliation or not. That's what I'm saying. There's possibility if someone reaches out. Because if you're curious about people and you're just people that don't reach out to energies, you'll just float around thousands of tarot readers waiting to see if this person's ever really going to reach out without you reaching out. You don't want to get in that predicament. King of Pentacles. 7, waiting. This bloke, this mush here, bruv, this bloke, stable one, is just waiting. Like a 7 energy or a Cancerian, but they're just waiting. Investing, sitting as they are, waiting. So your guy might know that you're curious about getting back, but you might not be doing it. So they're just basically taking a stance as what you are. So you could be as stubborn as one another, maybe. What's the Wheel of Fortune? Unless you've got a new person. Wheel of Fortune. 2. Again, it's still a decision. What to do? 5. 3. Some of you, if it's a third party, don't reach out. If you've been constantly dealing with a person that sleeps with other people, you should never want them back because they're going to do that. Okay? So you're just karmically connected to someone, constantly seeing if they're going to float back into your life and cheat on you again. You need to find someone new. Okay? If you haven't got someone that's seeing the mistress and another person, okay? If you haven't got third party energy, basically somebody's just sitting there painfully pain-stricken, wanting the person back and physically not actually reaching out with the person that they're curious about. That's what I'm saying. It's very stuck energy of wanting things but not going to get things and not knowing by not asking. So that's what you've got, air signs, or the other person has. But I'll stick by the word, the feminine energy has to reach out to a masculine vibe, okay? Because I just need to try and change all this up where people are kind of like, you know what, I'm watching tarot to see if there's communication without me communicating. So it's a predicament that people have been in for fucking centuries, I think. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Can't wait to get this fucking air conditioning unit running in the background there once I've finished. I'm sitting here like kind of sweating and can't do it. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. What they got coming up, please? I'm not going to do all of this again, I don't think. I don't know, what do you think? I mean, I'll do the readings, but probably just general ones. Probably not like all the earth's fire and God knows what else. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments. But water signs, what they got coming up, please? Water signs, so the world. So you got yourselves there, Pisces. Piscean, the world. Okay, but you got yourselves there, if you're a Piscean. Waiting on something. Somebody could be watching you, or you're watching and keeping the eye on them, and Melissa, Maria, Matilda, Maria. You got 9 of cups in reverse. So, like I said, there's a stubborn energy of someone watching online but not doing anything to get what they want. It's coming from a Virgo energy. It's kind of like they want something but they're not actually reaching out to change their destiny of what they want. 9s can do that because it's purgatory. I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. And I want something, but I'm not prepared to do it until the person reaches out to me. So I'm just going to sit here stuck, wanting it. You see? This could be sex, wanting sex, needing sex. It could be a new person, and I've seen a new person, but I'm not prepared to reach out and ask for the new person. Right? Because it can be bashful. It can be, I don't know. It's also an energetic vampire, okay? But it's a draining energy for a Virgo because they want it, but they're not, you see? So this is you guys. For me, how I read in Numerology, 3, the world. So, I mean, water. Let's see. I kind of think I've got a Pisces reading here for some reason. Water. Oh, water signs. There's the Narc energy. So I don't know, you got huge energies of these 9s around again, water signs. You got Pisces here. It's kind of like this inevitable energy of someone that is circling their prey. They're in the background circling one's prey. Okay, still connected sexually to the person, but physically not doing anything about it and circling one's prey. This can also still obviously happen around families. You got stuff that came from the actual earth sign reading, Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. And you got 2 energies of Virgo here, water signs. So you've kind of got this like, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. Do I reach out to them or not? Again, if you've skipped through the others, you've obviously not heard the actual advice I was giving through the other elements. Where I was saying, feminine energy has to reach out to the masculine. If you want your person back, don't ask and watch tarot card readings to see if there's reconciliation. If you want it, go and get it. Okay? Don't watch tarot card readings to see if there's reconciliation, and it hasn't happened for fucking months and centuries and years, and it's all this time it's because you haven't been reaching out to the person but you want it, right? You can't stop a pig from being a pig. If they're a liar, a cheater, and they steal, then obviously you don't want them back. So ask yourselves, what is it that you're wanting? Because you can't want karmic justice because that doesn't happen. You have to take people to court. And if you're not going to do either, and you're not going to leave the person that you're with, and you're married and you're with this, then again, it comes down to the batshit crazy. The moon, Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces, or a Pisces mum here. But the energy seems to be getting fucking strange again. Okay, Pisces, water signs. Water signs. Oh, fucking hell, batshit crazy, there you go. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh, it's a fucking lunatic. This is a batshit crazy mother. Hands up if you're batshit crazy. But like, yeah, that is somebody that's unequivocally someone that you're avoiding. They are a narc, straight up. So, whatever that is of what it's relating to, your main messages, you got a shitload of narc energy, just like the fire signs had. Air sign, earth signs. See, because this can be earth. It can be a Sagittarius, Taurus energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. In reverse. A very controlling, narcissistic mother. But I think Pisces, if you're a Pisces watching, we've had that for fucking ages. You know, the world. What's the world for? 5. Sagittarius. Fuck me, bruv. I've had loads of Sagittarius people pissed off having a go at me on my channel. I have. Loads of them. Sagittarius or Taurus, 5. A placement. Life path 5. Life path 5. Having a go at someone online, the world. Bitching and moaning. Or someone's like very pissed off with someone that is online. 9 of wands. 9 of cups, sorry. See, they want the person, but they're tormenting oneself by not doing anything. But wanting it, but not. Like, confused. Knight of Cups. Again, sorry, Knight of Wands. Same energy. Wants it. Is thinking about approaching. Probably going through things in one's mind, knowing that they want to. These are people that try to find out energies of tarot cards before they do it. So this is pretty much me doing the paradox energy again. If y'all want things, you have to go and get things. Okay? So it's towards the world. So it's where now some of you have probably watched the last Earth, Fire and Air and decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm reaching out. And then you got a 9 of Wands. Fearful. Sagittarius, someone is batshit loopy crazy. Sagittarius or Taurus with Virgo in their chart. Planning, plotting, scheming. A mother maybe, I don't know. Temperance. Libra, fucking hell. Queen of Cups, what's that? Fucking emotional manipulation? Or just Virgo energy, 9. Life path 9, Sagittarius, Libra, Queen of Cups. Emotionally, you see, I've had this with my mother, is absolutely emotionally a narc, like an emotional narc. Like, I'm fucking not going to go into narcissism, y'all know about it. What's the 6 of here? The Star, Gemini, possible Capricorn, the Star, Aquarius. So wish fulfillment. Somebody wants to get back with someone, but they're scared. They're worried about actually reaching out and what the turn up will be if they do. Because it's worried about being turned down and told no. Or it's just completely confused of wanting something but not doing it. The Hangman. Like I said, watching tarot card readings and not doing anything about it. You got possible third party maybe because you got 3 and 3 and 3 there. Or going back around the prickly bush but wanting basically to work on going back into the drama triangle and seeing what happens with the moon. 2 of Cups wants reconciliation, but somebody has to reach out for this to go back into a 6 because it's a metaphysical one. It's divine energy. It's twin flame energy of a connection that someone can't get over, but they also can't reach out to the person. Queen of Swords in reverse. Aries or Scorpio. Don't know what to do, whether I can reach out to the person or not. Because I can't control them, but you've got a lot of controlled energy of not knowing what this person's going to say. What's the Emperor for? The Emperor. Leo. 5 of Wands in reverse. Not speaking, not talking, maybe to a mother or a number 2. A 9. Fucking hell, the moon. Holy buggery. I mean, it's a general reading. There's too many cards here. But this is why I don't normally do element stuff. I normally just do a general collective energy of reading. That's what I'm going to do next time. Earth signs. Water signs. You know, there's mixed elements here. You've got someone that's a circling one's prey of wanting it but not doing it, and sitting in the background watching and wanting but not actually doing anything about it. And you got so many nines of denial around a mother here. So it's kind of like where people, water signs, come all out of fucking nowhere, and when you think you've got rid of your karma and you've broke up with your ex and stuff like that, you then realise, well, now my mother's starting on me, or now fucking someone else's. And your cycle starts off with another person. Okay, either a new one, because that's, you know, that happens, or with the same person, or your mum, or your father, you know. But karma seems to be coming out of fucking nowhere, water signs. So that's everybody's reading. Thank God for that. I don't think I'm going to do those so much anymore. So there's your channel stuff, and then just a quick brief interlude of other things that you've got coming up element-wise. Yeah, if you've just found the channel, check out the channel. Normally when I do these, I stick with the channel messages and then a few cards just collectively. I think I'm going to do that next time. But yeah, thank you so much. Any like, share, comment, subscription, all that sort of stuff really does help out the channel. And stick around because there's star signs you can check out. There's not a tarot card reading section that I do. You can find all the links provided below for everything that you want. But like I said, there's a playlist, and it is general channeling stuff with police and stuff like that, and things that ever goes on. So there's a playlist that you can watch with those also. Okay, all right, guys. Thanks very much. If you want to join Angel Radio, I've actually got my NPC X. It's supposed to be turning up on Monday. I actually got an email today telling me that it's actually going to turn up in about an hour or half an hour, So that's going to be the size of this table. So I'm going to be sampling and flipping some energies of old tunes, jazz tunes and soul tunes, and flipping some old records and sampling and putting some beats to it. So as soon as I've pretty much figured out how it works, I'm more than likely going to be doing some stuff, maybe on here, but it'll definitely be on Angel Radio. So if you want to join, you can find the link for that as well, which is a free music channel. Okay, guys, thanks very much. I'll see you soon.